Hi guys, I'm going to start off my talk with one simple story. So there were two friends, okay? One was very good in studies and another one was actually very average. Neither poor and nor actually very good. So every class he used to get the minimum marks like 35, 40 out of 100 on every subject, and then the other friend of him used to get some 80s and 90s and straight A's in all the grades. So both of these friends used to chat with each other, and the friend who used to get good marks always used to taunt the other one that, bro, why don't you get marks, or what is there with you? And whatever question he asked, the guy with little marks was kind of shy but yet smiling, and so on and so forth. It went on and on until and unless they all graduated. So they went to college and the same story repeated. They went to university, the same story repeated, and ultimately they moved on with their lives. Now 10 years fast forward, 10 years after, the one with a very good marks and good grades, all over a very good human being, now he is into a very good job, right? And he is working as an executive, he's in a very good job, he has a family, and he earns well, okay. And now he has his boss. So guess who his boss is? His boss is not anyone but the friend whom he used to taunt. Now this story might be a little fantasy, or you must feel that, oh, does it actually happen in real life? Well, in many cases now we have seen many young CEOs and young bosses to come up in the real world. Actually, this does happen. We have seen many people to go up the ladder of leadership in very quick succession, and that too can happen within the first 10 years after you just graduate. So whether you are fresher or not, it doesn't matter. All that matters right now is whether you can make anything, whether you can build a product, whether you can provide a good service, and whether altogether people can trust you. So these four things are most important for anyone to build a company or anyone to run a successful organization. And to build all these things, to build all the successful organization, like the one friend who never scored a good mark but actually went on much ahead of his life, was the friend with higher emotional intelligence. Hi guys, this is Amrita, and the story I just now told you is actual story, and there are many such instances, and more are coming up just for you to know that emotional intelligence is the one particular aspect you must not have been taught in your schools, but is now the most important characteristic of every leader. Every leader needs emotional intelligence, and for that to harness, for that to cultivate in yourself, you need proper EQ training. It's not a hard rocket science. Actually, it is taught to many Indian leaders, Indian bureaucrats, IAS, IPS officers, and I used to teach these people. So emotional intelligence is such a part when if you choose to be a leader, if you choose to be the boss in your game, you need to learn. Now, even if you are not a leader, if you are a student, or even if you are someone who is just doing a job and is not an entrepreneur or a businessman really, but still you need to have emotional intelligence every day in your life. Now take the latest example of recent depressions and suicides in the recent world. We just lost a very good actor at the peak of his career at the age 34, and that too because he committed suicide. So we talk about stress, depression, anxiety, and the overall work pressure that leads to this huge amount of bulk in our head. And actually, while we talk about stress and anxiety and depression, we try to think it like a disease and try to get some pills so that we can pop them and we can cure this. Actually, the medicine of depression, stress and anxiety can be provided by having a very good EQ. The story, remember, I told you is just to confirm that a good IQ is not actually important in this world, but a good EQ is. So if you have high emotional intelligence quotient, then only you can survive the world, and the words depression, anxiety, stress will not come into your dictionary, because you will be able to completely understand of exactly how to deal with them, how to be aware of them, and how to manage them. Now, this is a very candid video of me trying to tell you more about emotional intelligence. If you want to listen to more of such kind of knowledge, which will be eventually helpful to you, as it has helped me to come out of depression and also to leave my old job which used to pay me peanuts and bring out in my life more advantages, bring out in my life more better days, and I have become an entrepreneur just because I have learned how to manage my emotions. I can certainly certify you that this is one of the best and important knowledge you will be missing if you don't listen, or if you don't understand, or if you don't study about it. Study about emotional intelligence, and also do check me out on my Instagram live, and I also come on YouTube to share some good thoughts for all the young minds out here. Lastly, all my love to all of you, and with all love and compassion I end my video. I hope to see you next in my other videos where I talk more about how to deal with your stress and anxiety, and how to build up an high EQ even if you have zero EQ at the moment, or if you have low EQ at the moment, and what is it and how it is different than IQ. Everything else I'll talk about in my later videos. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye bye.